Hi guys, it's Jenny, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 2 of 12 Days of Christmas Conspiracies. So in this video we're going to be talking about the theory that the Grinch might have been trying to commit genocide. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below so that you don't miss the rest of the 12 Days of Christmas Conspiracies, because I've got some very interesting ones coming up. So with that said, let's get on to this really weird theory. Okay, so I came across this theory on cracked.com, which I will of course link down below if you want to read the full thing. So if you've never seen The Grinch, it's basically about this town called Whoville, and everyone in Whoville, who are called the Whos, love Christmas and they always like sing about Christmas, make noise about Christmas, like they love Christmas. However, the Grinch doesn't, and he lives far away on a mountain because he hates the noise. He thinks it's like really annoying. So basically comes up with this plan that he's going to dress up like Santa and steal Christmas away from him until he meets a young Who called Cindy Lou, who ends up showing him that Christmas shouldn't be hated and shows him that he maybe does have a heart. So although this theory is about the Grinch, it doesn't actually start there. The first time we see Whoville is in Horton Hears a Who, and that is also by Dr. Seuss. So if you've never seen Horton Hears a Who, it's basically about this elephant called Horton who finds this speck of dust that at first he believes that is only one person living on this speck of dust, because he can just hear someone shouting help. However, he comes to realise that it's a whole world living inside this speck of dust, and the reason he was able to hear that one cry for help was because everyone in Whoville is so quiet. So that then puts them in danger. The other animals in the jungle of Nool, which is where Horton lives, think that Horton is just crazy and say, how can we believe in something when we can't see or hear it? They then threaten to destroy the speck of dust because Horton is taking so much care of it and they think he's going crazy. So they threaten to destroy it by dropping it in a pot of boiling oil. Horton then cries out for the Whos in Whoville to make as much noise as they possibly can so that the animals from the jungle of Nool can hear them, which is exactly what they do, and they end up hearing all the Whos and realise that they need to keep them safe, so they put them somewhere safe that they hope is never going to cause them any harm. So that is the story of Horton Hears a Who, which is, like I said, the first place that we see the Whos and the first place that we see Whoville. So in the story of Horton Hears a Who, the Whos were originally very quiet, which of course put them in danger because it meant that no one had any idea that there was life on this speck of dust. So when Horton finds them, the only way he is able to show the animals of the jungle of Nool that they are actually alive, there's something living on this speck of dust, is for every single Who in Whoville to make as much noise as they possibly can. So that leads us on to the Grinch. In the Grinch, the Whos are always making noise. We see that obviously they just make noise in Christmas, but they actually make noise all year round. Christmas is just the worst. That's when they make the most noise. So the Grinch sees this as them just being annoying and irritating and just having all this Christmas spirit, which he doesn't agree with. So that's why he plots to try and steal their presents, because for gifts in Whoville they would usually get given like instruments and just general noise makers, just general things that means they can make noise. And we see in the Grinch that he actually goes through with that plan and steals their instruments, but this doesn't stop them from making noise. This makes them go out onto the streets and start singing carols. So they're still making noise, and in the book this has come across that they are again just singing because it's Christmas, because they love Christmas and they've got Christmas spirit. However, some people think this is because they're singing and making noise because they're so afraid that if they stop making noise, someone might come across the speck of dust that their world lives on and just brush it aside, like it's a speck of dust, there's nothing living on that. So they believe that if they continue to make as much noise as they can, then they're safe. So that is why people kind of think that the Grinch trying to steal their instruments is like committing genocide, because, you know, if they can't make noise, then they're all going to die, their world is going to end. But it does also kind of mean that the Grinch is going to die. So it's kind of like the theory on cracked.com kind of says like how the Grinch should just pay attention to what's going on in Whoville, and maybe if he wasn't so distant from them all, then he would realise what is actually happening and why they're actually making noise. But yeah, that's kind of the whole theory. It's a very short one, but it's very interesting. When I saw it, I was pretty interested in it. Like I kind of do believe that they are all connected, because you've got like the Whos are just in like so many of Dr. Seuss's stories, so I don't know, it's an interesting theory. However, I don't think the Grinch was purposely trying to kill the Whos. Like the theory says, like he had no idea what was going on before he tried to steal the instruments. So yeah, I don't know, what are your thoughts on this theory though? Yeah, that's kind of it for this video, I guess. It's very short, and I'm sorry if like everything was kind of like all over the place. I'm really hoping it's not, but when I talk about these like theories, I don't know, my brain kind of finds it really hard to just talk about it, you know, as the story goes. I kind of like chop and change between everything. So yeah, sorry if it's all over the place, hopefully it's not, but yeah. I hope you found this video interesting. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below so that you don't miss out on the rest of the 12 days of Christmas conspiracies. I hope you're having a lovely day and a lovely week, and I will see you tomorrow for my next video. Bye guys!